Hello everybody, in this video I am ranting with a collaborator on how we can improve Metro, and in this video today we are going to go over the network, the trains, stations, all sorts of stuff like that. Although I will say for the first half of being with my collaborator I did forget to turn my microphone on, so you'll only be able to hear him. To prevent this sounding a bit awkward, I am going to summarise it though. Firstly is the network. So what we decided was that Beachley needed an upgrade, that St Helens Bridge should have underground platforms and should emerge at Angel Pass, that Borden should be underground along with Coxley, which should be a new split-off line to Coxley, Newtown and Barton, obviously. Then obviously we'd have Benton underground as well to be more like a metro and also to prevent congestion, and maybe an intermediate stop in between Coxley and Benton. We both agreed on this as it would reduce congestion in the line, to say the least. Another thing we did agree on was that instead of sharing tracks that connect from Beachley to Willowfield, we'd have them on a separate track with Connect speeding past and Metro on a slower track, with a couple of intermediate stations in between both Willowfield and Hemden Park and Beachley. We also agreed on bringing back the Stepford Loop because, let's face it, it's the Stepford Loop, we want it. And another thing we would want to do is obviously remove it going to Morganstown via Benton because that's Waterline's territory. We did also agree to not make it go to Whitney Green and Greenslade, however, the SCR devs already beat us to that one, which I'm not very happy about. But oh well. And I shall now show you the bit where my microphone does work now about the trains.
I do quite like the 777 in that lot on Metro.
Yeah, and the 555 is okay to drive, but only on like short. I only use the 555 if I'm doing like short distance thing. I'm never going to use it for long distance because it would be such a nightmare.
I think the 717 should not be free. It should not be free or
No, it is not. I get from like the developer standpoint, I get why the 717 was free because I think it was free for. It should have been free for people who already had the 717 like on Connect.
Yeah, I wouldn't have mind that. However, I don't even know why it moved.
Yeah, but
it seems a bit too long for Metro, to be fair. Like another run, like
they moved. I think the reason for the 717 was that is because it is like it's got a shorter speed, so it's like it's 80 or something 5 miles per hour,
yeah,
and also has like no toilets or anything on board it.
I think it's a bit too fast and a bit too long for the Metro network, considering it barely fits in any of the stations, and considering it's like the noob train on Metro, it's not a good one, considering all the new players are just going to move there and have a hard time trying to stop at Four Ways and Ellesmere Pond. Now, obviously, I like the variety of trains, however, I would think separating them on different networks. Like having the 777 for like longer mid-range routes, and the 555.
Yeah, and then had the 555 only available for short distance.
Like limiting the 555 to like the Barton Loop, Stepford Loop, and UFC line, where it's all just like slow anyway.
Yeah.
So we definitely need the 599 Metro car though, which is like the older.
Yeah. Because like if you have like the 555, you might as well just throw in like the 599 as well. I feel like they should also add more trains on the metro. So like the thing I really want to see is like the 7110, like the 710, 378, and yeah, it would. I know say
like if we move the 319 from Waterline, replace it with like the 769, you know, the diesel like multiple unit one. That because I think the 319 would fit Metro quite a bit. I know I just said the 717 is too long and too fast, but the 319 actually does look more like a Metro train. So. The 756 doesn't really fit Metro too well, to be fair. It seems more like something that Waterline would run instead, like along the.
The reason why they've added like the 756 though is because in real life the 756 runs on the South Wales Metro thing, like in Transport for Wales it runs on the South West Metro. So that was probably the reason why the 756 was added, because it actually runs on a Metro thing in real life.
Yeah, that probably is the main reason. However, it's not my favorite Metro train. To be fair, my favorite would be the Class 555. Yeah, I think we definitely need the 508 or 507.
Yeah, I've heard some people saying also they want the 507, 508 in the Metro as well. And I've heard some people saying that they want the 315 on there as well because like it runs TFL rail services at one point.
I'm trying to think of other light rail things now.
I've some people saying they also want the
Like
345.
in a metro train, but hmm.
I've some people saying that that the 345 should move from Airlink to Metro. And I feel like I kind of agree with that because like
kind of works
the
though.
34
I quite like that. And instead, like
the 345 is the 345 is definitely way too Metro style to be running on an Airlink.
Yeah.
Like running on Airlink, it should be onto Metro.
I think on stations maybe probably good. Definitely a Beachley upgrade. I actually planned this video
Hopefully,
long
Beachley
before
is
they
getting
did
upgraded.
their Beachley upgrade sneak peek, and I was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely fuming when they released that, and I thought, "Come on, I'm about to release a video about this, and now you're changing it." Bro, it was a full-on bruh moment right there. I was raging. I was absolutely raging as hell for that. If I were going to do it though, I don't really agree with how they've done it with, like, obviously having Beachley overground. Like for Connect, that's okay because they're obviously doing like semi-fast services through Willowfield. But for Metro, I still feel like it should be underground to stay with Stepford Victoria and Financial Quarter because it just means you're not going to have as much Beachley Triangle like chaos as we always do. And keeping the
Yeah, the Beachley Triangle. The triangle was already chaotic when you got like several connections going over it, but now you got Metro as well sharing the tracks as well, and then it's even more painful because you know Connect doesn't obviously stop at Financial Quarter or City Hospital. But I mean, some do, like limited routes, but like mainly they don't. So, but then now, so you're stuck behind this very slow Metro, stopping at Financial Quarter and City Hospital. City Hospital just drives you insane.
I think we probably would have station upgrades that would need to be done. I think probably Borden and Coxley. Obviously, they're getting underground platforms like we discussed in the network thing earlier. But I think that could possibly work. Obviously, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realised something for the infrastructure that we could do. You know that hinted extension thing that was added after Barton. There's like that split off line that isn't complete.
Yeah.
That could work quite well if you go on like Morganstown, Stepford to Morganstown via Barton. Maybe that could work pretty well. Like that one doesn't.
Well, I've even heard some people think. I've even heard some people thinking that that track could maybe actually go to Whitney Green by using the tram link tracks.
Yeah, you see, I don't like
Okay,
that
that's
because Whitney Green and Greenside is just a small area, and if you added more than Waterline there, one, it takes away Waterline's already small enough territory, and two, it just wouldn't fit Greenslade. Greenslade is only really supposed to be like an outskirts commuter style station. It wouldn't fit really well with two operators going there. All going like one.
But as regards, I think that'd be a good idea because, like, one thing, like, the tracks would be separated. Like, they would all be separate. So you have Metro going on the tramlink tracks, and then you'd have Waterline going on their tracks. So it would cause no problems, unlike the Willowfield thing. And it would actually give the tramlink tracks a new purpose.
You'd obviously have to redo Greenslade though, because the tramlink tracks out there are on the road, like there isn't tram. So
yeah, I mean, the only thing you have to do is just like redo Greenslade, and then like probably have Greenslade Underground, then have it go up, and then probably stop at Robinson Way, then just redo that, and then they'll have to obviously have to redo Whitney Green.
Yeah, that would think. Well, Whitney Green has been around since the dawn of time, so that is desperately in need of an upgrade. I do hope they do that.
Yeah, just get rid of that very short platform.
Shall we ignore the part where you just kind of predicted the entirety of 2.3 there? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this quite low quality video, to be completely honest. I'm very sorry that it isn't as good as it could have been. More like this will be coming soon with different collaborators. Stay tuned. Obviously, there's other series coming soon as well. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you did like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.